Hi, I'm Soap, and today I'm going to talk about the relationships between the NPCs in Royale High as a late Valentine special. At the end, I will make a tier list on how much rizz each NPC has. Skip to this timestamp if you want to see the tier list. Before we get to the tier list, I'm going to talk about what this new Everfriend dialogue tells us about the relationship. Okay, first, what does Everfriend mean? Everfriend is like a platonic version of Valentine's, where friends give each other gifts and it strengthens their friendship and also magic. This doesn't mean there isn't romances though. Let's start with Poppy. When we talk to Oliver in the castle heart, he gets nervous when he mentions Poppy as seen in this dialogue, which tells us that Oliver has a crush on Poppy. Poppy also gets nervous when talking about a gift for her best friend, which may or may not be Oliver. But this is more likely to have been because it was an extreme gift rather than a crush. So this may be one-sided. On top of this, in old walkie-talkie dialogue, we hear Alex, who is, the guard known as Alexander, asking Poppy to eat together.
Hey, Poppy, it's Alex. You wanna catch a bite with me later? Totally hit me up. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
However, Alex doesn't mention Poppy or love in his ever-friend dialogue, so perhaps this is a platonic interaction. Okay, now let's talk about Taj and Alex. In both their dialogues, they mention each other, which shows they're close, likely really close friends. We also know that Taj has sent an ever-friend poem to Alex, which is kind of romantic, but it does say friend in it. So this is most likely platonic, considering the nature of being ever friends. And since Alex mentions that all his friends get him gifts and do nice stuff for him during ever friends. Either way, this still tells us they have a close relationship. Now on to Leon and Avery. Leon and Avery have a love-hate relationship. Also, Avery mentions that guys and girls can be friends, which is definitely true. They could just be friends. And I'm not saying this because they're a guy and a girl, but it seems like deflecting to me. Leon talks about how important he is to her and how she was the reason he became a guard in his dialogue. I'm not saying they can't just be friends, but friends to lovers is a very popular trope, and it's kind of what they're serving, Avery says that Everfriend is making her compliment Leon. And this could actually be the power of love. That's a stretch. I don't believe that, but I just thought I'd mention it. If I were to summarize their relationship, it'd be they'd be in a siblings or dating video. They either definitely like each other or definitely do not. I'm unsure. So check out their interactions yourself before making a judgment. Now let's talk about Valia. She talks about someone giving her flowers, which shows that there is someone interested in her. However, she gives the flowers to the Valkyrie statue. So perhaps she had a crush on her before she died, though I interpret this as an act of respect rather than love. We also hear that Philip burst into poetry in front of Valia, which shows they're at least ever friends. Okay, now on to the weird one, Vanda. Originally, I thought that Vanda had a tough breakup or something like that, because he was acting all existential about Everfriend, love is dead and whatever. However, considering the evidence, I now think that his lover is dead and died around the time of Everfriend, and is the Valkyrie from the statue, or maybe not, just someone who's died, to do with that. Mentions of death and respect is just seen in Thalia paying respects to the Valkyrie statue, and Vanda saying that love and life eventually decays. So, yeah, I think his ex-lover is dead. That's why he's acting like that. Is that a stretch? I don't know. Now on to the rizz tier list, what you've all been waiting for. It's tier list time. So, I'm only doing the Campus 4 and 3 NPCs, so just the guards and Poppy, because otherwise this will take too long. So, I'm gonna start with explaining the tiers. So, Rizzler obviously has the most rizz. A decent amount of rizz. Nothing special, just nothing special. Rizzless. Okay, Vanda. I gave him his own category because I didn't know what he was putting down. I wouldn't say he's rizzless because, I mean, in my theory, how I see it, I believe he had a girlfriend, but I don't. He's just a bit existential and like he's trying to be edgy, but he's not. So that's why he has his own category. Okay, let's go on to Valia. So she obviously does have rizz because people are sending her flowers, but she also, and like she's got to a point where she's actually fed up with Everfriend. She's like, why is everyone poetic? So obviously people like her, but she's not reciprocating. She just has that charisma that brings everyone towards her. So I'd say I'd put her in the rizz section. I'd like to say I didn't put Lancelot as one because he's like basically the OC of one of the creators, so I just thought it'd be a bit weird. Okay, Oliver. He's kind of a weeb. Nothing wrong with that, but it's not. I don't think that puts you up there on the risk scale. And like he isn't rude or anything. Some of these guys, they give me the ick. He's very socially awkward, and but he knows what he likes, and I don't know. So I'm gonna put him in nothing special or rizzless. He is quite rizzless, but we'll see. I'll change it when I put the other people in. Okay, Alexander. I'd say he's rizzless. No, okay. He's not rizzless. He's asked Poppy out to eat. I'm not sure that's platonically. He has the courage, so he should technically be above Oliver because they're both going after Poppy. But he sleeps on the job. He's not dedicated to his job. He's always asleep. So he's got to go in nothing special, but I'm gonna put him above Oliver. Hello? Yeah. Edward, I believe. He's kind of irrelevant. So I was talking to him and he was just bragging about his muscles and stuff. And I was like, no thanks. Rizzless, exactly. So Philip, he's very nice. He does his job. Everyone mentions him. He possibly may have a thing for Valia, but they're close. Yeah, he's been mentioned multiple times by other people, which shows he has charisma. Even in a romantic way, he has a lot of friends. He's popular. He does his job. He's very devoted to his job. So I'd put him in the Riz category before Zalia because she's not really up there, but she's more up there than these guys. Hans, you were the rude one. Okay, Nathaniel. He was talking about how he was crying under his mask. I'm like, are you okay? It's okay to cry, guys, but it's not the definition of Riz. This is not what you should say to someone you've just met. So you're gonna no, not in Vanda. It's like Vanda levels, but I'm gonna put you in Rizless. Leon, he kind of has like friends to lovers kind of thing with Avery, but also it just might be like very platonic friends. Either way, this is not how you get the girl Taylor Swift reference. Crazy. So I'm gonna say nothing special because he's better than these guys. He's not like awful. And then, but he's definitely above Oliver. So Avery, she hasn't really shown much riz, but she doesn't have any like downfalls. She has Leon going after her. Maybe not. I don't know. But like she also has a big character like in comparison. And I even put Valia in Riz, and she didn't really do much. So she's definitely more. Maybe I have a bias towards the female characters, but she definitely has more Riz than these guys. So I'm gonna put her at the lower end of Riz. So Poppy, she has Alexander going after her. She has Oliver going after her. Possibly a bit. Well, Oliver does like her. That's confirmed. Alexander asked her out, but maybe in a platonic way. She also has character, she has charisma, she welcomes everybody nicely. I've seen fan edits of her, so safe to say, Poppy is the Rizzler. She's at the top. So that's my tier list. Crazy. I don't know why I did this. I hope you liked this Valentine's Day special. It's a bit unhinged. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.